If you're serious about finding fish instead of wasting time wrestling with a finicky fish finder, you want something that actually works when you're on the water, not just a screen that looks good in the store. I've spent enough hours on the water to know that the Lowrance HDS Pro 12 isn't just another flashy chart plotter with a long spec sheet. It's built for anglers who need reliability, clear imaging, and smart integration without overcomplicating things. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. The biggest hesitation most buyers have isn't whether the screen is big enough, it's whether the unit will actually help you catch fish or just frustrate you with slow updates and confusing menus. This is where the HDS Pro 12 stands out. The 12-inch SolarMax touchscreen is bright enough to read in direct sunlight, and the interface is responsive enough that you're not tapping the screen 5 times just to zoom in on a fish arch. That might sound basic, but trust me, plenty of expensive units make you feel like you're debugging software instead of fishing. What really matters is how well it shows what's below the boat. The ActiveImaging HD transducer that comes with it delivers crisp downscan and SideScan images, and FishReveal helps highlight fish arches against the bottom structure. If you're fishing structure like docks, weed beds, or drop-offs, the clarity here is a game changer. I've used cheaper units that blur everything together, making it hard to tell if that blob on the screen is a fish or just a rock. This one doesn't mess around, it gives you a clear picture so you can drop your lure right where it needs to go. Another smart feature is the CMap Discover onboard charts. They're preloaded, so you don't have to wait for downloads or deal with outdated maps. The charts include high-resolution coastal and inland water details, which is perfect if you fish a variety of spots. Whether you're navigating a new lake or running offshore, the maps are detailed enough to help you avoid hazards and find productive areas. That saves time and headaches, especially when you're in unfamiliar water. Smartphone integration is another big plus. The unit connects to the Lowrance app, so you can control settings, see the sonar data on your phone, or even cast to a bigger screen if you're on a boat with a tablet setup. It's not revolutionary, but it's a nice convenience that adds flexibility without adding clutter to your dash. Now, let's talk about who this is for and who should skip it. If you're a weekend angler who fishes a few local lakes and wants a reliable unit that shows fish clearly and doesn't slow you down, this is a solid choice. It's especially good if you fish in stained or moderately deep water where imaging clarity matters. The ActiveTarget 2 and 2XL Live Sonar Ready feature also means you're future-proofed if you decide to upgrade your sonar later. But if you're a hardcore tournament angler who needs ultra-high-definition imaging or advanced side imaging for specific techniques, you might want to look at higher-end models. This unit is great for most anglers, but it's not the absolute top-tier option for professionals who demand the absolute best in every category. One practical trade-off to consider is the size. A 12-inch screen is fantastic for visibility, but it's also larger and heavier than smaller units. If you have a tight console or a small boat, mounting it might take some planning. Also, while the touchscreen is responsive, some users prefer physical buttons for rough water conditions. The SolarMax display helps with glare, but in extreme sunlight, you might still need a shade or a hat to see clearly. Another thing to note is that the included transducer is great for downscan and sidescan, but if you want the absolute best live sonar performance, you might need to upgrade to a higher frequency transducer later. The unit is ready for it, but the stock one is optimized for general use. Bottom line, the Lowrance HDS Pro 12 is a no-nonsense fish finder for anglers who want clear imaging, reliable performance, and smart features without overpaying for bells and whistles they won't use. It's not the cheapest option out there, but it's not the most expensive either, and where it counts, it delivers. If you're tired of squinting at blurry screens or fighting with a slow interface, this is worth the investment. Check it out using the link in the description if it fits your needs.